Welcome and thank you for joining us on This Week in the Valley. Our show features people and events that are making a difference where we live, right here in North Missouri. I'm Donna Bell.
And I'm Darren Elazaris. We have an exciting show for you. We have the Big BAM kickoff celebration, Crossroad Christian Church's new building grand opening, and joining us are Tracy Moore, 4-H Youth Development Specialist, and Sheridan Valley's Valentine Couple of the Year.
Valentine's Day is just around the corner. If you're in love, Valentine's Day is one of those days that is set apart from the mundaneness of other days that can overcome a marriage or relationship.
Valentine's Day forces us to place our marriage relationship at the center stage of our life. It's a day where, despite the dents and dings that exist in our relationships, the love you and your spouse or partner share will have an opportunity to shine. Couples need this. Relationships need this. We all need this.
Imagine for a moment that the typical way in which millions of couples celebrate Valentine's Day ceased to exist. What if there were no gifts that could be purchased for Valentine's Day?
What if the goal of each Valentine's Day were to create an original way to express the love you each have for one another? Something you create or some activity you feel captures the essence of your love for one another.
Choosing to go the commercial route and purchasing something for your partner on Valentine's Day is not inherently a bad thing.
The question is whether you stop there and let the item do all the talking about what your partner means to you, or whether you make a conscious effort to express what only you can.
Our first guests have shared many Valentine's Days together, at least 64. As we celebrate the sweetest week of the year, we also celebrate the love of Sheridan Valley's 2016 Valentine Couple of the Year, Donna and Gene McClanahan of Atlanta.
They married when 2 out of 3 families had a telephone, 3 out of 5 families owned a car. Cost of gas was 25 cents. The cost of a first-class stamp was 3 cents. Harry S. Truman was president, and Jackie Gleason's show, The Honeymooners, debuted on CBS, beginning a 2-decade run. Let's meet Gene and Donna.
Well, we were married September the 2nd, 1951, and we were married at the First Baptist Church down in Macon. And we did not have a big wedding like they have now. We just had couple stand up with us. A few of our friends were there.
Yeah.
And then we left on a trip. I guess we were selfish. We didn't have a big wedding. We left on a trip, and we were gone, about 3 weeks?
3 weeks, I think, yeah. Well, we went up into Canada, the Northwest. We went up to Yellowstone Park, then on up into Canada, and down along the west coast,
California
to Bakersfield, California, and then kind of came back northeast up through Death Valley.
Which was crazy.
It was crazy.
And then we was in Colorado quite a while, because that formerly was where he was from, Colorado. So we visited friends out there, his friends.
Close to a week there, I guess. Maybe not quite, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How long did we date?
Well, we met each other going to school over here at Moody's. This was a rural school just a mile east of our house here. And I went 2 years and 3 weeks there, I guess. That's when we met, was there at Moody's School.
He was a year ahead of me in school. We did not graduate together. So then he went on to college, and then when I graduated, then I went to college. We were dating then while we were in college.
What was it like dating in the 1950s, 40s, 50s?
Much different than it is now. I think. I don't know. I don't know. But, these young couples now, they don't think anything about going to Kansas City, St. Louis, or something like that, and we did. Well, you didn't have a car, though. Yeah, you had a car.
Yeah, I had a car.
But he would come up. Then I got a job after we were in college, and I worked in Kirksville, and he would come up to see me. We weren't married then, and we did well. We'd usually go to a movie and then go eat.
Yeah.
And you could probably do that on what? $1.50, $2?
Oh, yeah, or less, maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
Can you imagine?
So, Gene, how did did you know that Donna was the one?
Well, I guess I didn't. I just kind of hoped she was.
Well, Donna, how did you know Gene was the one?
Well, I guess I was the same way. I didn't hope that he was. Wasn't, as I said, we didn't have a fabulous wedding. I mean, we just met down there with a couple that we knew and had friends there, and then we immediately left. We went to, let's see, we were up in Iowa probably by noon, wasn't we?
Yeah.
So we didn't have a, big wedding like they have now.
So how do you handle the tough times?
Together, I guess. And the good times made up for the tough times. We had tough times, all right, but I don't know. I never did even think about divorce. Like sometimes it seems to me like these couples, one thing goes wrong and I just didn't even think about it. I mean, there wasn't any, we were married and that was it.
You said something about the vows.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's what the vows are, for better or for worse. And we had a lot of better times. We did. They all wasn't worse, but some of them were worse. What do you think about it? Better or worse?
Well, yeah, that's what we kind of agreed, for better or for worse. So, and some was worse, but then the thing that topped it all off was the good times.
Yeah.
So tell us about your family. You've raised quite a family.
We had 2 daughters, and they're a year apart in age. And then our daughters was just part of our family. I mean, anything we done, they did. I don't suppose we ever had a babysitter. Well, of course, his parents lived right down the road, and my parents lived down the road this way. But very seldom did we ever do anything without them, did we?
No, not very, no.
I never
no.
remember Arlive doing anything without them. We attended they were both athletic. They played basketball. I don't suppose we ever missed a game. We didn't miss anything that they were in. I mean, they were our life. And then when they got married, they had 4, each of them have 2 boys. And we just kind of went on with that. We attended everything that the 4 boys did, and we're trying to keep up with the great-grandchildren, but I don't know if we're going to be able to do that or not.
We had 2 daughters, but they each had 2 sons.
And we have 7 great-grandchildren now, and they're just, all of them is just joy of our life, and and thank heavens, they all live in the state. The farthest one away is down to Camdenton, and we don't get to see them like we do the others, but we think that much of them. We talk to them, and we meet them now and then, and things like that. But they don't live right next door. Oh yeah, we kind of know what's going on. I mean, we kind of keep up with them.
Yeah,
and
know
what's
what they're
going on.
doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are the boys athletic as well? Or are they pretty?
Oh yes, they're all in everything. That's why it's hard for us to keep up with them.
Well, you all keep a pretty busy schedule. You're pretty active in visiting in your church and things and activities around the community. How does
Yeah.
that play part in your role now that your children are grown?
Well, it's yes, we try to be active. We belong to 2 different community clubs. One of them's just about dissolved now. The age we are, our friends are passing away, and we have a lot of younger friends, but they don't have the same interest that we have. But we do try to keep up with the school activities, and especially our church. I'd say our church is the main thing now that we do. Well, Gene's a deacon, and I've been church clerk now for about 60-some years. And I don't know, I've taught Sunday school class, he's taught Sunday school class, and we just, about anything that comes up, we do Bible studies and things like that.
How do you think your faith has played a part in your role in your marriage?
Very much. We couldn't have done it on our own. And that's, I think that's one thing that's really sustained our marriage.
So how does it feel to be celebrating 64 going on 65 years of marriage?
I can't see as much here.
No. Think about it, I guess it's been a long time, but just never thought much about it.
We had a really nice celebration at our 50th, and they wanted to do something for our 60th, and I said, now wait, this is enough. I mean, our children were all with us and everything, but they had a big celebration for our 50th, I guess.
Yeah, it did, yeah.
Yeah, but both of our parents had celebrated their 50th, and we'd had all that, and so it was just, we're a very close family.
What'd you do for your 50th? You had a big celebration? And
They had it at the church, our 50th.
Yeah, yeah.
And we had a lot of friends there then. As I said, we still have friends. We have a lot of friends, but the friends our age are about all gone now. And that's the sad part of getting old, I guess. But, you know, we've enjoyed it. We've enjoyed life.
so this is a question for both of you. Tell us what you think the secret to a long and happy marriage is.
You think it's a secret?
I don't know if it's such a secret, but we kind of do things together, and we just kind of consider each other, I guess, to a certain extent, and what one of us does, we usually both do.
Actually, we've never had different hobbies or anything. I mean, we just, whatever we've done, we just kind of do it together. He was a big hunter.
Used to be, yeah.
Used to, well, I said was.
Yeah, yeah.
As long as he was able, I'll put it that way. And when he had time, he farmed. He was very active on the farm as long as he was able. And I helped him on the farm. I never did work out of the home. I worked in the home and with him on the farm, but I never did work out of the home.
So you don't think it's a secret there's a secret for a happy, healthy marriage?
Well, I don't know if it's a secret. No, I think you have to work at it. I mean, it just doesn't happen. It isn't one of those things that just, as I said, I just never did give it a thought why we had a happy marriage. I just knew we did, but I never give it a thought why. Well, I think the main thing would be trust in the Lord and trust one another. I mean, they should share, you have to share things together. You can't just do it on your own, I think. That's my opinion anyway.
Yeah, it's a kind of a two-way street. It's not it has to be participated by both. And
We've had, as you asked us a while ago, we've had difficult times and sickness and things like that, but our health has been pretty good to be the
Yeah.
age we are, and we're blessed with that, I think. And I don't know, and we're blessed with a good family and very supportive family. They all, as I said, we're really a close family, I think. But family we're really proud of because they have good families and they're all good couples.
So how does it feel to be Sheridan Valley's Valentine Couple of the Year?
Well, it's an honor. I guess I don't know where I've been. I didn't even know anything about it. It just really took me by surprise. But
Yeah, it feels like quite an honor.
I think it is.
And are you looking forward to eating out at Hugo's with your family?
Oh yeah, we
Oh,
always
yeah.
enjoy eating anywhere with our family, and we do. That is one thing that we go out with them quite a bit, and it seems like the younger people today are all busy all the time, and it's hard to get them all together, but we enjoy it when we do. And an occasion, like I guess for your birthday, they were all here, weren't they?
Yeah,
We went out and eat.
yeah, my 80th birthday.
And they've all, so far, every one of them has made it every Christmas. And that's something I'm really proud of.
Yeah,
Because all families don't get to do that, especially when they get families of their own. They maybe don't come on Christmas Day, but Christmas is a season anyway, I feel like. And so, I'm always real happy. I just love to have them here. They were all here. Part of them, I just said all. Part of them, the ones that could be, were here, I guess, last Sunday and the Sunday before too, wasn't they?
yeah, they were, yeah.
We always have a good time. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, we can do that. For Valentine's, we can do that.
Very sweet. All right. Thank you both very much. Congratulations again, Jean and Donna, and we hope you enjoy your dinner at Hugo's Pizza Land. Hugo's is the exclusive sponsor for this award, and we thank them for their participation. Hugo's is located in Bevier. Stop in and see them soon.
The Big BAM organizers hosted an informative meeting at the Comfort Inn in Macon last week. Here you had a chance to find out how you or your organization could be a part of the big event. If you missed it, no worries. CVTV was there, and here's what they had to say.
Kelly, you've been waiting for this day for a while.
Yes, we have. Very excited.
Yeah, so this is the open house. Describe the event here today.
This is our Macon Big BAM kickoff, and this is just to show the community how they can get involved, what they need to do, and they can come in and try to figure out if they want to be a sponsor. We have volunteers, emergency personnel that's here, vendors. We're definitely looking for like food vendors. They love food vendors. So, I mean, it's just a little bit of everything.
Okay, and for those uninformed that haven't caught on yet, what is BAM?
Big BAM is Bicycles Across Missouri, and this is their second year. They are coming across Highway 36. They are starting in St. Joe, and they will end in Hannibal. So they have, I think there's 5 or 6 towns that they're going to spend the night in, and one of them is Macon.
Overnight in Macon.
That's right. They're going to be at
Yeah.
the county park here in Macon on June 15th.
All
So it's going to be exciting. A lot of fun for Macon.
You bet, you bet. So I'm going to try to get some other people that are involved to tell us a little more details about what we want from you, the public.
That sounds great.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Aaron Baker.
Aaron Baker, and what are you doing involved in this BAM extravaganza?
Well, I've got 2 things that I'm helping with. Sponsorships. We're looking for 10 sponsors at $500 each that we're going to promote throughout the event, and basically that'll cover the cost of the event: porta potties, event setup, advertising. Sheraton Valley is one of those sponsors, and so we really appreciate that. And we're also working to connect local businesses to the event. We want to push as many of these riders and the staff that are coming out, and really the whole community, local area, to local businesses, restaurants, retail spots, anything that we can do for activities to bring people to Macon and spend some money. That's what I'm going to be working on.
So the kickback for these businesses, for these sponsors, is recognition and community involvement.
Right. It's going to benefit the entire area economy if we get folks to come here and spend a little money. And so these sponsorships are going to be recognizing for helping do that and play a part in making it happen.
And this is a big event. Let's say like porta potties. There's numerous, and it's going to be
There are a lot of costs that
mostly
people...
centered in the fairgrounds area.
That's right. There are a lot of costs that a lot of people won't think about, but they add up. And so these 10 sponsors at $500 each are really going to make a dent in making that happen. Also, the local economic development here in Macon sponsored the stop basically in Macon which brings the race to Macon, and so we appreciate their help with that as well.
Yeah. Now have we studied some of the things? Now, last year this went through Kirksville, our neighbor to the north. Have we gotten some feedback from them and said, you know, what they could have done better?
It was a really great event last year in Kirksville, and if we have the same success that they did, it will be wonderful. We, of course, will have better weather than they did, and so that will help as well.
Farther south.
That's right. We always have better weather than Kirksville.
That's right. So great. So you need local businesses, organizations to help this get going from the little cash.
That's right. We're asking local businesses to help us so we can help them.
All right. Well, thank you, Aaron.
Thank you.
And you are
Mike Nelson.
Mike Nelson. And where are you from?
I live 7 miles north of Macon.
7 miles.
Lived in
north
Macon
of
all my life.
Okay, so you're a local guy.
Yes.
And I heard a rumor that you did this crazy bike adventure last year.
It's not a rumor, it's true.
Oh my goodness.
It's true.
So what's it like? What should other people do that?
Everybody should do it if they enjoy riding a bike, if they enjoy music, if they enjoy good food. And by biking, it's just a better excuse to eat more food.
Wonderful. Yeah, you need to refill those calories.
That's right, that's right.
Uh-huh. So you went all the way across Missouri last year.
Well, last year there was the real heavy rain the last night, and they actually had to cancel the last day because all the roads were underwater from Kirksville to the east side of the state.
But you intended to.
We intended to.
All right.
But we had an excuse not to.
Uh-huh. So it was fun, and it's fun for the people that are entertaining you as a biker. You corrected me earlier, not really a racer.
You
don't have
this
to
is
be a
not
racer.
This is not a race, although if you really want to, you could get on and ride as fast as you want. There's about 3 different groups of people I would say this pertains to. You have the avid bikers, who they get up first thing and they want to be done riding by noon that day. Mm-hmm. Then there's the group on the other end. They're going to take in every venue. They're going to take in every musical group. They're going to stop and buy ice cream and pie from everybody who's selling it. And then they're going to just enjoy the day. And then there's ones in the middle who they want to see the music when they can, if they like it. And then they want to kind of ride at a more average pace. So you have 3 different types of bicyclists that participate.
Uh-huh.
That's kind of my opinion.
But even the most laid back participant, you kind of want to train. You don't want it to be your first time on your bicycle.
I wouldn't want to take off on a 50-mile ride without having spent a few hours in the saddle. There's certain parts of your body you've got to get in shape to sit in that saddle for 4 or 5 hours.
Uh-huh. Okay. Well, it's very nice meeting you, and I'm glad that. So you're gonna ride again? Are you gonna put on a show here?
I plan to ride every day.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Okay.
Great. So we'll see you back in Macon, June 15th.
June 15th.
All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you much.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
My name is Sue Golder. I'm with Macon County Economic Development.
Okay, Sue, and you're in this area of emergency preparedness. Now, a big event like this, we need support in that realm.
We have to be sure that we have everybody on board and knowing what's coming. We want our bikers to be safe coming through town. So we've talked with Highway Patrol, City Police, our fire department. Everybody's ready for us. So.
Okay, so in this realm, you're not really looking for volunteers, although some nurses might want to spend the afternoon looking at guys in bike shorts. Who knows?
Absolutely. Yes, we don't really need volunteers, but in this area. But we need volunteers everywhere to make the event successful.
Okay, so this is informative. We've got to be prepared and be ready for huge crowds, hopefully.
Yes. It's going to be huge for Macon.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, hello, ladies. Who do we have here?
Darla Dwiggins. I'm with the Chamber of Commerce.
And?
Rose Kelsch. I'm with the Macon County Park.
All right. And what are we doing over here at this booth for the BAM?
We are looking for volunteers.
All volunteers.
All kinds of volunteers. Any kind of thing you want to do?
You know it. We have some special needs we need to take care of. In particular, our designated route has some stopover places that are going to need some extra help that day of the event. So we need some roadside or route direction people. And then,
So out, coming in, getting them to the fairgrounds.
well, basically getting them all the way along Macon County, the route itself. So, they're leaving early that morning or by 10 a.m. from Brookfield, Missouri, and coming via Marceline and coming into Macon County there on Highway WW to 129. So there are directional signs that are provided by Big BAM, which is the easy part of it, I think. But what we want is a big kickoff as you come into Macon County. We want you to say, we're glad you're here, what can we do to help, and things like that. And then we've identified a few little spots. One being as you come into Macon County, again at that Highway WW and 129, and then at Callio Highway 3 where it joins with the old business highway. And we're looking for volunteers to cheer people along, whether that's your church group, your community group, your 4-H, your whoever. And it's an opportunity for the bikers to get excited about what's coming for that whole day, but it's also for them to get off their bike, stretch a little bit, get a drink of water, and then move along and experience the rest of the route.
So the skill set isn't, you don't know training involved. If you've been involved with a 5K run or something and help with that, you can do this, right?
Oh, definitely.
And then
it's just a cheer them on that we're glad you're here in Macon County.
wonderful, and hand out some water.
That's right.
Wonderful. Now, what about when we get to the fairgrounds? Now, you are not unfamiliar with the fairgrounds, are you?
I'm not. I know it quite well, yes.
Very
Done
good.
it for a long time, Tom.
Yeah.
We're going to need volunteers out there also, okay? I don't know exactly how many we're going to need, but just people out there to be friendly and tell them what is available is what we're looking for. So.
And then this is an event too. And now there's live bands. There's going to be entertainment for the helpers too.
Yes.
And plenty of food, hopefully. We get some
Oh, we're
some
gonna have
vendors.
some wonderful food. Oh, yes. We've already signed up several, I'm sure, that they've been through here. So I'm sure we'll have a lot of vendors, a lot of good food, a lot of entertainment, and it's all free to the public. It's all free. Yes. Somebody asked me today, is the park charging? Oh, heavens, no, we're not charging. It's all free for everybody to come out, listen to, there's having 2 bands. And for the life of me, I'm sorry, Tom, I can't remember their names.
Oh, the music is good.
It's David Wax Museum, and then it's Bones Jugs, which they're 2 groups that I am not familiar with, but I did go on YouTube to find out about them, and I think you're going to enjoy them. They're nothing like we've ever had around Macon, which is why not? Jump out and experience it. It's going to be free and open to the public. The best part of this is, too, though, the whole town, the whole county is turning out to do incentives or promotions for that day, too. So watch for discounts, watch for all-day mini golf, watch for people cheering along the streets and things like that, because it's going to be a day like you've never seen before. We're excited.
Franklin is, if you have a wristband, which they all have wristbands, the riders, they get a 20% discount at Ben Franklin. So the community is really pitching in. So we're really excited about it. It's going to be a good event.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, ladies, and I'm sure they'll be lining up here at your booth to get involved.
I have one more thing, though, always. We have a couple of different volunteer positions, yes, of course, along the route, but then, we want everyone to be an ambassador for this whole day. So if somebody comes to you and they need directions, be that smiling face that says, hey, yeah, I'll be glad to help you find where to get to a pharmacy, or, oh, yeah, my cell phone works here, I'll be glad to call for this or that. So as it goes, it's our opportunity to show why we in Macon are so warm and welcoming and inviting. So this is it. Let's do it.
And this big event is June
15th.
June 15th, right in the middle of June.
It's a Wednesday. Take the whole day off from work. Okay, I didn't probably didn't get you in any trouble that way, but just take the whole day off from work, come and enjoy the day, because it's an experience like no other, and we're welcoming it to town.
We're excited. We want them back in about 2-3 years. We want them to come back because they do this. They'll take different routes every year. Last year, I believe they were up in Kirksville. So, you know, we want to make it really great for them.
All right. Well, thank you much.
Thank you, Tom.
And I'm here with a couple other beautiful ladies that are always willing to help out in our community. And you are?
Lee Simon.
Lee Simon and?
Sharon Scott.
And what are you two ladies doing here today?
We are working with the vendors, food vendors and merchants for BAM.
For the Big BAM.
Yeah.
And what kind of, well, any kind of food, I guess.
All kinds of food. Festival food of every kind, fair food, that type of thing. Anything and everything, think of. Unusual.
Some of these bikers might be wanting some health food, maybe.
I don't think so. I think
No?
they want carb food.
Okay. Okay. And then vendors too. I mean, our merchants. What do we think what might be appealing to bikers? And you know, we're not just bikers. It's support people for those bikers.
It is. You know, and we will actually be set up at the fairgrounds, as we know, which they will be there staying for the evening. But we'll also be set up downtown, which is really going to be very cool, I think, for us. And we have, we're going to shut the streets down, well, Vine Street mainly, and be set up there. Not just vendors, but our local businesses will be open in support of this as well. So, and that bikers actually coming through downtown in their race before they get to the fairgrounds, which is just really great I think, for our downtown community as well. So, but other merchants, you know, a lot of the stores will be out there at the fairgrounds as well as downtown. Our local stores, such as our Tux Tees and Moores and Rust Tees, will be out there with their kind of products that bikers would maybe want to buy and such. So it's going to be a great day.
Okay, so yeah, downtown, and there's going to be ways for those people to get from the fairgrounds to downtown?
We do. We have a hop-on, hop-off service. We're going to use the Oats bus, and we have a route that's going to just keep going in a circle. And the community can use it too, besides the bikers. And it can bring you to the fairgrounds or bring you downtown, and there'll be designated spots to drop you off and just can get back on again.
Wonderful,
Yeah,
wonderful.
great.
So yeah, we need some vendors, some food vendors, and all that kind of thing. Well, do you have anything else to say?
We do have some brochures that probably we'll have some at the chamber too that they could pick up that has names on the back of it that who they can contact. And also we have a website.
Wonderful. Well, it's going to be a big BAM.
It is going to be a BAM!
And the other thing too, you know, we have a Facebook page, which go on Facebook, and it's called Macon Big BAM, and look there. That has all the information as well.
Welcome these people to our community and show them what the Macon area is like and Macon County's like. So.
And the bands in the evening, which I'm not sure exactly when they start, but I think around 7 o'clock in the evening they start at the fairgrounds, which is really sponsored through BAM, the organization. I think there's 4 different bands that are going to be there, and I think they go until 11 o'clock that evening, and they very much want everybody in our community to be there. Just come out and help support.
It's free.
No charge, and yeah, so you get out, you could put a booth out to sell food, and then maybe shut down and go watch the band, or keep selling food, and listen to the band from afar, and maybe enjoy yourself more.
That'd be a great time, right?
All righty. Well, thank you much, ladies.
Thank you guys very much.